a lot of our folks in services, like they come in and they're trying to balance treatment with either work or school, and oftentimes one will go by the wayside.
Based off of an IPS fidelity, which is a international fidelity for people who want to return to work, who have mental health challenges of like either a mental illness or intellectual or developmental disability, and we help them through a series of meetings find the job they want. We don't place people, even though the word says placement in our fidelity model. So we changed it to employment services to include also benefits, SOAR, and IPS. So it's a really great program that helps people know what's going on with their Social Security so they can work. And also, if they need Social Security and are homeless, they can work.
We've been able to fill operators, machine operators, and administrative roles. So it's been successful for us in that regard.
Our main goal is to help them find employment and keep it and maintain that employment over a period of time. With our model, we meet with them, we go over orientation, and like we say, this is like the right fit for you. Like, do you want to find employment right now? And then from there, we do our vocational profile, which that basically gives us a better idea of what they want and past work experience, past volunteer experience. And then from there, we just go out and job develop.
I had been working and I wasn't really happy there. It was not really what I wanted to do, and I had other sorts of experience. So CMH had hooked me up with IPS, and I worked with a lady named Chris, and she helped me introduce me to people, and I ended up meeting Kevin, and I ended up here. And then I kind of moved up. I started an administrative role. Now I do like the plastics programs and stuff like that. I do a lot of that, and that's how I got here.
IPS came in when I was looking for a job, and I was struggling with the temp services. So when I went to CMH, IPS, they referred me to IPS. IPS helped me with a job. I think I remember saying it before, is they didn't just help me find a job, they helped me find a better job.
We shift the thinking of, oh, he's OCD at MMP to he pays attention to detail, so he should be quality. He should be a quality, staff member. Like he's looking at the parts when they come out, and he's assessing their quality based on his brain. The way he's wired is to look and see that all things on it are perfect.
So the primary goal of employment services is to help our individuals obtain employment, but do follow along supports as well. So not only do we help them look for jobs and apply for jobs and maybe do their interviewing process, but we also follow along. So when they do get a job, we're there every step of the way, and we can kind of help them navigate work and how their new schedule is going to be, and any help with budgeting after that, and that's something that I do as a benefits coach. So if they need help with budgeting now that they have this new income coming in, and how work is going to impact their benefits. So employment services kind of encompasses all of that. So with getting a job, following along, making sure they can obtain, maintain that employment, and then helping afterwards with their budgeting and benefits, and seeing how their work is now going to impact those benefits.
Last quarter is the first quarter we integrated both populations into the IPS model. And we hit 45% of the people we were working with got a job. The state average, I just found out last week, was 35%. So we're 10% over the state average, which is just really exciting, because that means we have built the relationships with both the person and the employer, and we are finding jobs that people want. And we worked with a little over 100 people in the first quarter of 2025. And so seeing those numbers, 85% retention of the job and 45% of the people we worked with got a job, that's even higher than the international number, which was at 42% this last quarter.
I've learned how to be diligent in my tasks. I've learned how to operate my machines. I've learned how to anticipate a dynamic and evolving environment. I've learned how to process my machines. I've learned how to evolve with the company to suit the company's needs as they need it.
The screening of the applicants that they have, coming through this door, that they have weeded through their people, understand what the people actually want, so they know, versus the average individual who walks into a temp service or another manufacturer says, I want a job.
I feel like it's more in line with my education and what I've always wanted to do. I feel, you know, I can not feel like I'm stuck at the bottom anymore. It's really made me feel better about myself. I feel like I have a sense of purpose. I wake up in the morning. I like what I'm doing. I like that, you know, this is a perfect job for me. And they helped me find it, and I'll be forever grateful for that. It's really changed my life a lot. And if I ever do end up moving on, I've learned a lot of skills here. So they found a place where you can do that too, which is really great that they took everything I needed into consideration before just throwing me into a place. Like, here, go work at this place. They're like, no, this sounds like a good fit for you.
They want the American dream to be a part of society, to own a home, own a car, be able to go on vacation or go to the movies or have dinner. And on a lot of Social Security benefits or state benefits, they have enough to survive. They can pay their rent, have enough food, but not really extra to do those things that everybody dreams of doing. And through our program, we're seeing people do these great things that they've always wanted to do.
It was a job that helped you get money, helped you learn your job, helped you grow into the job, into the worker, not only that your employer needs, but that you need to be, because you never do stop growing.